Welcome back to our channel. Today, we'll discuss polar bears and their typical habits, behaviors, and how they communicate with each other. So, let's get started. The first thing to know about polar bears is their incredible adaptation to the Arctic environment. Their survival depends on a variety of unique features. For instance, their thick fur, layer of blubber, and small ears help them retain body heat in freezing temperatures. And those large, wide paws? Well, they assist in navigating through the snow and swimming in icy waters. When it comes to hunting and feeding, polar bears are true experts. Their primary prey is seals, and they use their exceptional sense of smell to locate breathing holes in the ice. With patience and precision, they wait for seals to surface for air, and then they make their move. Using their powerful forelimbs and sharp claws, polar bears secure their prey with a pounce. But if seals are unavailable, they can scavenge on carcasses or even feed on different marine animals. Did you know that polar bears are excellent swimmers? They can cover long distances, using their front limbs for propulsion and their hind limbs as rudders. With speeds of around 6 miles per hour, they can swim up to 60 miles without taking a break. Not only that, they can also dive underwater to catch prey or navigate between ice floes. Impressive, right? Now, let's talk about the social life of polar bears. Generally, they are solitary animals, except during the mating season and when females are raising their cubs. They have vast home ranges that can span hundreds of square miles. Adult males claim the largest territories, while females and their cubs have smaller ranges. Breeding and reproduction among polar bears is quite fascinating. The mating season usually takes place between April and June. Males actively search for receptive females, engaging in courtship rituals to attract their attention. Once a male successfully courts a female, they engage in copulation. The mating process involves the male mounting the female from behind, and it can last from several minutes to half an hour. After mating, a unique phenomenon called delayed implantation occurs in female polar bears. The fertilized egg does not immediately implant itself in the uterus. Instead, it remains in a suspended state of development for several months. This allows the female to time the birth of her cubs to coincide with favorable environmental conditions, such as the availability of food. Pregnant female polar bears create maternity dens in snowdrifts or on snow-covered ground to give birth and rear their cubs. These dens provide protection from the harsh Arctic elements and potential predators. The female polar bear will dig a tunnel into the snow, leading to a chamber where she gives birth to her cubs. Cubs are usually born blind, toothless, and covered in a thin layer of fur. They rely on their mother for warmth, nourishment, and essential survival skills. Now, let's explore how polar bears communicate with each other. They use various forms of communication to convey messages and interact within their social structures. For vocalizations, polar bears have a range of sounds, including growls, roars, chuffs, hisses, and snorts. These vocalizations can convey different messages, such as aggression, warning, or distress. Cubs also make high-pitched sounds to communicate with their mother. In addition to vocalizations, polar bears use body language to communicate their intentions and emotions. They can display specific postures, movements, and gestures to convey messages. For example, a polar bear may lower its head and hunch its shoulders to indicate submission or appeasement, while an erect posture and raised hackles may indicate aggression or dominance. Scent marking is another important way polar bears communicate. They have well-developed scent glands located on their feet and rear areas. By rubbing these areas against objects or the ground, they leave their scent, marking their territory and signaling their presence to other bears. Visual displays also play a role in polar bear communication. They can include various movements and actions. For example, a bear may arch its back, raise its head, and open its jaws wide to display aggression. Playful behaviors among bears can also serve as a form of social communication, strengthening social bonds. Physical contact, such as rubbing against each other, is yet another form of communication among polar bears. It can be a way to establish social bonds, show affiliation, or convey peaceful intentions. Cubs often engage in physical contact with their mother, seeking comfort and protection. Before we wrap up, let's remember that polar bears are incredible creatures that have adapted to survive in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Their hunting skills, swimming abilities, and unique reproductive strategies make them truly remarkable. Understanding their behaviors and communication methods helps us appreciate these magnificent animals. That's all for today's exploration of polar bears. We hope you enjoyed learning about these Arctic animals. Stay tuned for more exciting adventures on the Wildlife Wonders Journal. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow nature enthusiasts. Until next time, stay wild.